Oh, here we go. One of my favorite topics on nutrition, carbohydrate intake and consumption. Saw some things over the weekend about not eating carbs past 6 p.m. We've addressed it before, we talked about it before in a few other videos, but we haven't done that for a while, so I thought I'd just give another little video on it. What's your take on that? Not eat carbohydrates after 6 p.m. I don't personally believe in it. It depends on when you're working out. It depends how you respond to carbohydrate. Carbohydrate is the body's main energy source. It's the fuel that gives your body the energy it needs. So what we generally see in here is when someone's on a kind of really low carb diet, we've had a couple of people, previous members other people that have just been in, who've been on low carb diets. We've seen the person go from relatively energized, just general fatigue, from life, but just relatively energized, to then having a low carb diet, like a keto diet, which is like 50 grams of carbs or less, which is like an apple a day, and then just like green veg for the rest of the day. They feel great for a few days, maybe a week, and then after that week, it just slumps down because you're running on empty. So like I said, carbohydrate is your main energy source for the body. It gives you the fuel for your day, gives you fuel for your workout, especially with our training. We kind of tap into that carbohydrate energy time frame. If you're looking at that sort of like 7, 8 to 25 minute period, it's carbohydrate based training. So if you suddenly go to a carbohydrate restricted diet, like a low carb diet, you'll probably feel great for a few days, because you're kind of running on the supply that you've stored in the body, in the muscles. Now, when you carry on doing that, especially if you're training and you're not replenishing or eating more of that carbohydrate to restore the energy, let's say you're running on the already stored supplies of it. When that's run out, you'll feel a little bit lethargic. And if you continue down that road of not eating carbohydrate, then you're going to feel more and more lethargic and drained. Everything's going to feel a bit more of an effort. The weights in the gym are going to feel a little bit heavier. Sleep might go out the window. You might even store more body fat because you're not getting enough of the essential nutrient that your body wants for fuel. So again, nutrition is really individual. Me personally, I'm relatively active in the day. I'm coaching, I'm training. I am sedentary for a chunk of the day as well. But I know my body type likes steady, starchy carbohydrates. So we're talking things like pasta, bread, potatoes, rice, oats, those kind of things, those sort of starchy carbohydrates, they're like the bulky carbohydrate. But we're looking at kind of whole meal versions of those foods. Now, if you're someone who's like me, I'm relatively slim and lean, and I find that I respond really well to that macronutrient source, carbohydrate, for just energy and training. When I don't have that, I generally go really slim, I don't have enough energy, I don't sleep well. Now, we're not saying that's going to work for you guys, it just works for me personally. You might find actually you keep your carbohydrate consumption relatively low during the day, but what you could do is time it before and after your training. This is a bit more of a specific thing. I would suggest getting experience with food and being self-aware with your food before you start this. But if you're someone who's maybe struggling to lose a bit of weight or body fat, or your energy's a bit slumped at the moment and you're on a low carb diet, then maybe introduce that carbohydrate source pre-workout and post-workout. It's a chance for you to kind of still get the energy source for your workout and replace it after you've had a workout. And if you're training at like that 5, 6, 7 o'clock late evening times, it's perfectly fine to have carbohydrate in the evening. It depends, it's just science and biology. You finish your workout at 7:15 and you're going to go home for dinner at 8 p.m. You'll feel better and you'll probably sleep better if you have carbohydrate in that meal post-workout. So having like a fist or 2 fists of some sort of starchy grain, starchy carbohydrate source will help you feel energized for the morning. You'll sleep better probably on it, and you'll feel more recovered from that workout that day. So it's perfectly fine to have carbohydrate in your diet. Your body needs it, your body likes it. If you're struggling with body composition goals or just energy generally or in the gym, then just try out that. Look at what you're doing at the moment regarding carbohydrate consumption and just see where you sit on that. Is it really, really low? Is it lower than you think, or are you having too much? Adjust your portions to like 1 or 2 fists every meal, or if you want to get slightly more specific, just pre and post sessions. So you can keep your the rest of the day relatively lean, but then you can kind of fuel up and recover and hopefully have a bit more energy around your train as well. Hopefully that helps, guys. Carbohydrates are your friend. You can eat them, don't worry. Too much of anything isn't great. As long as you're having the right amounts, you're good. Any questions, guys? Let us know. Other than that, have a great day.